how cool would it be if you had all of the secret pillars or the secret things you need basically to sound fluent in English? Well, guess what? In this video right now, I'm going to give you what I believe to be, with years of experience. I'm a native English speaker, so I've had 31 years of experience to realize that these are pretty much the 7 pillars that you need to speak fluently. Welcome, it's Dale here with Nativlo, your favorite English coach, acquisitional English coach, helping you reach your goals in English like a native using the natural approach, acquisition. So let's get into this. I want you to stick around so that you can start to sound more like a native, or at least a fluent English speaker by the end of this video. If I haven't done that, I give you full permission to dislike and hate on this video 100%. Okay? But if I have given you what I promised, which is sounding that little bit more fluent by the end of this hopefully not too long video, 20 minutes maximum, then I want you to give me a like, just, you know, giving me that thanks that you actually got, and by showing me that you got, you know, the results that I promised I would give you. So if you're excited, I'm excited. Let's get into this now. We're going to go straight into it, and I'm going to walk you through a generalized training of all the 7 pillars that I, again, believe with my 31 years of experience to be the most essential, or basically all the pillars you need, 7, to speak fluently and native-like in English, okay? So let's get into this now. All right, guys, let's start this. Excuse the handwriting, but here are the 7 pillars, okay? So before we start, I need to explain really quickly what the pillars are. Number 1 is glottalization. Number 2 is connected speech. Number 3 is intonation. Number 4 is pronunciation. 5, stress. 6, rhythm. And 7, grammar. You need all of these to be able to speak fluently and naturally and confidently, okay? In English. So very quickly, glottalization, remove the T's. It's removing certain letters, certain sounds, and this goes with this like hand in hand, so together, and you need this to make this easier. So that's almost like Batman and Robin, or Batman and Robin. These two work together, okay? Connected speech, and you're going to see examples, don't worry. In this session, this training session, you're going to see examples. But number 2 is connected speech, words going together, easy. Intonation, if you didn't know for some reason, hello, 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 that's intonation. Are you going? No, I'm not going. Okay, that's intonation. That was an example, obviously. That's intonation, high, pitch, high, low. Pronunciation is the actual sounds of the words themselves. I think you guys know this one. And we need this in order to, you know, be understood. That's the main thing. Stress is what I just did there. Stress. It's an emotional pillar. It's the one that creates emotion and focus and attention. And that's like, you know, I went to the park today, not I went to the park today. It's I went to the park today, okay? Stress. 6, rhythm, and that's pretty obvious. You know, it's like I went to the. Okay, there's an element of rhythm in everything that we say in English. And of course, you do need to have good grammar and correct grammar in order to speak fluently. This one, as you guys know, if you're new, then maybe you don't know, but to everyone, just a reminder, I do not teach grammar rules. I don't teach you, help you memorize words. I just basically help you come away from grammar and acquire, with acquisition and comprehensible input, acquire English naturally, okay? Through comprehensible input and then output, speaking and writing, you know, writing practice. And that is what we're doing today. So if you combine input and output, you're good. You're going to see fantastic results. So input to output. So don't worry about grammar, especially. That's why I put it at the bottom. We do need to have good grammar, but don't worry about, we're not going to be learning grammar rules. So that's the good news, okay? So firstly, Jimmy Donaldson, that's pretty simple. Once you get to better, we want to glottalize this. So this is, there's actually two here. Better, 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 okay? So better is fine, better known, but even better than that is saying better known, better known. We've actually done a few things here. We've taken off the T's. So as you can see, we've taken off the T's. So the T's have gone. It's better, and that is glottalizing. I'm going to do that as a signature, as a symbol for glottalizing, okay? We glottalize the T, and we change the ER to an A. In fact, guys, I'm going to actually do this in another pen, just to make it easier for you to read. So glottalize ER becomes A. So it's better, better known, okay? As Mr. Beast, as, and then this is stressed, okay? Better known as, okay? And again, guys, remember, I am going to just go through this very generally, picking different, pillars throughout the text. Nothing in depth, so we're not going to focus on one pillar today. I'll do that for another video. If you want this, then leave a like, leave a comment right now. If you want to focus heavily on pronunciation, glottalization, whatever you think that is, you're like, what is this, Dale? I want to know more about glottalization, which is better. That's very British English. Then yeah, let me know down below, okay? Anyway, is one of the most, okay, so this is a good one, is one of, okay, is one of, and then the, so is one of. So rhythmic wise, we want to go is one of, okay, try this, repeat after me, is one of, and then the of becomes of, so there's a bit of pronunciation there. Of is one of, so that becomes of, okay? Is one of the most famous YouTubers in the world. Try this. Is one of the most, is one of, go. Excellent. Is one of the most. Try that. Is one of the most. Is one of the most. Easy. Pause, repeat as many times as you need. This is the beauty of video, is that you can stop this at any time. Repeat, rewind, practice 1,000 times. I don't care. As many times as it takes for you to actually, feel like you've got it down. Muscle memory. Yeah, we need to train this muscle. Okay, speaking. So just take your time, no pressure. Okay, for you, but just continue when you're ready. Is one of the most, and I'm going to go quite quickly, so don't worry if I go too fast through it. I have to for time. I don't want to do it an hour-long session, but you can pause anytime. Is one of the most famous YouTubers in the world today. Okay, but his journey too. But okay, we want to take off the T here. Again, glottalizing. But try that. But, and an easy way to glottalize, a really simple trick. So to glottalize is uh-oh, go uh-oh, 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 and that break in the middle, uh-oh, is the glottal stop. It's uh-oh, 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 okay? Be smooth with it, don't go uh-oh, 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 but, don't go uh-oh, it's uh-oh. You know how that feels? Uh-oh. And then just apply that to better, glottalize. There's two in there though, glottalize. I think there's two T's taken off there. You get the point. Practice this. We can do another dedicated video to just this alone if you want that. Again, like and comment if you want that. But either way, back to this, but his journey, and then take off the H as well. So another glottal with the H. This is advanced. But his journey to success. but his journey to success. Try that. Very good. Continue. But his journey to success wasn't always, again, take off the T. We've got a lot of glottal stuff here. Let's get some other stuff in there. So let's get some intonation now. But his journey, okay, and then this is where I would intonate. But his journey, try that. But his journey to success wasn't always easy. And again, easy as well. You want to go easy. So, but his journey to success wasn't always easy. And then go up for easy. Go. I'm watching you. Make sure you do it. Wasn't always easy. Fantastic. Good. I heard you. That was great. Okay, cool. So it started, take off the T here. Oh, sorry, move that there. It started in a very tentative way. It started lots of T's. I'll go to my left hand quickly. It started, so it started in, and then here's a bit of connected speech. It started in a, and then again here. So this is all connected here. It started in a, sorry, it's a bit messy here. Sorry about that, but it started in a, very, very native. You can start to see now, guys, why it's so hard to understand native content, because this is what we do constantly, always. It started in a. Okay, and rhythm-wise, it started in a. I'm a drummer. If you hadn't guessed already, I play drums. I'm a musician as well as a professional English coach, but acquisitional English coach. But I love to teach. I love to coach the rhythm side, because I'm a very rhythmic kind of dude, kind of guy. But get used to that. Go. It started in a. Yeah. It started in a. Try that. Excellent. Okay, keep practicing. Pause if you need to. It started in a very tentative. It started in a very, and then very, very is stretched. So we got a bit of stress emphasis here. So it started in a very, yeah, it's not started in a very. That's not rhythmic, or it is rhythmic, but you stretch that one out. So it's like, it started in a. Like it started in a very, sorry, I messed up. It started in a very, and then you stretch very. So it started in a rhythmic, and then very is stretched, okay? It started in a very, yeah, go. Good. And then it started in a very tentative, okay, and this is emphasized. It started in a very tentative way. They're stressed, tentative way. A secret, I've mentioned this in a previous video. I think it was the speaking training I did 2 weeks ago. But one of the biggest tricks, and I'm going to just, train you on, coach you now with, is you have to have some words that are stressed and some words that are not stressed at all. Think of them as the singer, the bassist. Singer, bassist. We love bassists, but bassists are quieter. They're in the background, they're in the back. In the front is the singer, and the singer is nouns. This isn't a noun, but like, adjectives, nouns, verbs, and then all the words. So adjectives, verbs, nouns, maybe adverbs, like ly, definitely, obviously. And maybe modifier words like, like these, or emphasized words. But definitely grammatical, conjunctive words, prepositions, préposition, stuff like that. Oh, articles, definitely. Shh, it's quiet. And then bike is louder. So it's like quiet, loud. Grammar words, quieter. Nouns, objects, verbs, loud. Huge lesson there. Hopefully you take this, start practicing this with me and also on your own as well. Now you know one of the biggest secrets. Stress. Where's stress? I don't know where stress is. Stress. Okay, so anyway, like many other YouTubers, and over time, so like many other YouTubers, and over time, and then this is where I would intonate. So I'll just put IN, intonate, so go up. So over time, because you're now hitting a comma, so you really want to then keep the listener going, oh, what's next? What's next? It grew, and then you stress grew, it grew into something, and then this is definitely connected speech. Summon, into summon, and just to make sure you can see that, sorry, make sure it's a little bit easier to read. S-U-M-M-I-N, into summon. Into summon, okay? Summon, think of dunno, gonna, wanna, summon, something. Just say summon, okay? Very quickly, just say summon. That's essentially connected speech, okay? Connected speech. Okay, cool. When Jimmy first started his YouTube channel, okay, and then YouTube is a noun, so you definitely want to emphasize this, go up in terms of stress. So when Jimmy, and then Jimmy is a noun, so you want to go up as well. So when Jimmy first, and that would be emphasized here. So when Jimmy first, when Jimmy first started his YouTube, bit of rhythm, his YouTube. So when Jimmy first started, practice after me, make sure you follow along. When Jimmy first started, and glottalize the T as well, I forgot to say, so take off the T. When Jimmy first started, and go up in intonation. So when Jimmy first started his YouTube channel, go. Try that. Excelente. Cool. Let's keep going. When Jimmy first started his YouTube channel, he was like can you see how was is very quiet and very and unstressed. You know, when Jimmy first started his channel, he was like most. He was like, and like is emphasized. Exactly. So he was like most people, just making enough, certainly not affluent, certainly not take off the T, certainly, and take off certain, and take off the T here. So this is another glottalization trick. So certainly, if you see a word that ends with a T or has the T in the middle, 90% of the time, roughly, you can take off the T. I'm always going to be promoting glottalization because this is how we speak in England, especially. So, you know, I'm about to drink my water, but water is a perfect example. Water. Can I get a bottle of water? Or can I get a bottle of water? Yeah? Everyone knows that funny ha 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 joke about British English, yeah? But it's true, we do. We don't do it that much, like, can I get a bottle of water? But what we do is we glottalize a hell of a lot, like a lot. So a bottle of water, start getting used to glottalizing if you can. Remember, uh-oh is where you want to start, and then, you know, from there you can start doing water, bottle, better. Yeah, we've practiced that earlier, right at the start. And then when you see a word that ends with a when you see a word that ends with a T, articulate, annihilate, radiate. If it ends with a T or it's T silent E at the end, you can glottalize it 98% of the time. Okay, so articulate becomes to articulate. All right, practice that. If nothing else, just get used to hearing it. Try to practice that as much as you can and on its own, and then start putting it into sentences, and then start practicing it with English speakers if you can, okay? I really want you guys to actually do the work, so please don't just sit there watching. I really want you to actually practice along with me. So articulate, try that. You just do uh-oh, and then go articulate, articulate, and just don't say the t sound at the end. Just say articulate. I'm going to try to articulate myself. Start there. Easy. Well, quite easy. Not actually, it's quite hard actually. But I know you guys are capable of doing this, and I have to push you because otherwise you won't improve. So start there. It's kind of not too hard, not too easy, just enough. I will try, follow me. I will try to articulate myself, Dale. Something like that. Go. Very good. Okay. Keep practicing. Let's continue on. He was like, he was far from rich, but his current circumstances motivated, again, take off the T here. And we'll do a bit of connected speech. Circumstances motivated him to succeed. And okay, this is a bit of glottalization here. Sorry, connected speech here. This links to this one here. Sorry, you can't even see, whoops-a-daisy. So, and dream big. So him to succeed, motivated him to succeed and dream big. So you're just saying the N sound. So this is basically connected speech. The reason we do this is so that it just makes it flow easier. That's what connected speech is. Circumstances motivated him to succeed and dream big. Just start simple. This is a simple one, easy one to start with. To succeed and dream big. Okay? To succeed and dream big. Jimmy was just an excited and tenacious teenager with the dream of growing a successful YouTube channel one day. Once again, Jimmy was just an excited. Okay, take off the T again. Jimmy was just, okay, and then just kind of goes up. So Jimmy was just, and then you go up. Intonation. Let's do a bit of pronunciation before I forget, before we finish up this training session. Jimmy was just an excited and tenacious teenager. Let's just do a pronunciation with the new word here, okay? So tenacious. Just move this up here. Tenacious. Pronunciation, tenacious. So I'm doing this with my left hand. I'll actually switch now. Tenacious. That's how I would write it. Hopefully you can see. Tenacious. Okay, just practice this one word, guys. Keep it really simple for today's session. I'm going to be doing this on a weekly basis. So don't worry, just take even just a few little things that you've improved. It's enough, okay? We're gonna keep adding more as we go through. If you guys want to work with me on a one-to-one level, or at least talk about some of your challenges with speaking, and you want to have that complete one-to-one focused attention from me personally, working with you, or at least, you know, chatting to see if we can work together, or maybe work together in the future, then go down below in the description where you can book a call, a 20-30 minute call, maybe not even that, just 10-15 minute call, whatever you want, up to 30 minutes, so that we can have a quick chat and see if I can help you further with your speaking. With that said, back into this. So again, try this. Tenacious. Excellent. So, excited and tenacious teenager with the dream, again, you're now connecting this with the, and it's almost like with the teenager with the dream, yeah, it is. It's like with the dream of growing. Try this, with the dream, but you do it very fast. You have to get used to it. It's gonna sound weird at first, but connected speech is weird, but it makes you sound and feel so much more fluent. So just get really used to doing this. With the dream of. And remember what we said before about of becomes UV. UV. Okay? So, tenacious teenager with the dream of growing. With the dream of growing. Or, sorry, with the dream of. Just start there. Just start there. With the dream of. With the dream of. And then intonation with the dream. And also rhythm. Okay, with the dream of, well done, Dale, that was amazing. Standing ovation. With the dream of, okay, with the dream of growing, and then you can take off the G here, growing, apostrophe, and then it's just growing, okay? With the dream of growing a successful YouTube channel, okay? With the dream of growing a successful YouTube channel. So listen to my intonation as well. Rhythm, with the dum-dum, with the dream of. Pronunciation, connected speech, there's so much in there in that one sentence. With the dream of, and intonation goes up with of. With the dream of growing, and then it kind of goes growing. A successful, and then stress successful, okay? YouTube channel, one day. He would just sit in his room, contemplating, take off the G here, move that up, take off the G, and whenever you see a G, take off the G, more or less. If it's a regular present tense verb, ing, the regular verb, regular form, so walking, thinking, contemplating, which by the way means to think about something, to contemplate, to think for a long period, or just to think deeply about something, to contemplate. Again, watch the previous video where you can learn these new words and then come back to this training speaking. But this is a part 2 to that video, so make sure you go watch that to learn the new words. But yeah, contemplating, if it's a ing form, just take off the G at the end. Pretty much, most of the time, you can just take off the G, okay? Pronunciation-wise, so contemplating, and take off the T as well. So contemplating, but just to keep it simple, contemplating, like tin, with a soft N, tin. Thinking, okay? Easy. All right, now just to finish up, contemplating and thinking about what kind of videos you should make. Okay, at the time, and grammatically, just because I do want to mention a little bit of grammar. Not that I enjoy teaching grammar, and you know, guys, I don't teach grammar, but you just want to get used to at the time. So I can't say 100% of the time, pun intended, time, but when it's like a noun of some kind, it's pretty much going to have the before it. So there's a very simple grammar rule there. But at the time, and to make this easier so you're not just learning a boring grammar rule, which I do not promote, just so you guys know, I'm pretty sure I've made that clear now. At the time is a lovely chunk. What is a chunk? A chunk is taking a collection of a few words that sound good together, that are used very frequently. Like at the time, it's almost like a phrase. That is the best way to learn grammar. Instead of wasting time with all the words and all of the grammar rules and then trying to translate everything, just use chunking. So just know the meaning of at the time, it means in the past, like past. At that period of time, at the time, okay? In that period of time, so in that present moment, at that time, in the past, okay? Past tense, that's it. But the best way is just to look in context, and it's gonna be a lot easier for you to understand, guys. But little grammar thing there, just start to memorize this chunk, and chunking is huge. So I would chunk as much as you possibly can. Chunking is very powerful and it saves you time. So at the time, all right? That's a great chunk there. There were so many, emphasize this, so many, try that, so many YouTubers out there that it was hard to stand out. Having said that, Jimmy was tenacious. Okay, I'm going to stop there, guys, because this video is going to go on way too long. But that is the end of this training for now. And the last thing I will say is this is another lovely chunk. Having said that, so however, sorry, it's my left hand there. However, having said that, Jimmy was tenacious. So even though things were hard, having said that, he still kept going. It's that kind of thing, all right? So that is that for now, guys. Let me know down below if you've enjoyed this training so far. We're not done yet, still a bit more to go. We're gonna do some shadowing quickly, but just let me know, comment down below if you want to, if you want me to continue this exact story. I have asked this before. I still will do the other part 2 to the last video, but I just want to do a few different videos to make sure that you guys 100% want me to do this on a regular basis. And yeah, I will. I'll continue through. We've got loads more to go through, and yeah, I will continue that. But make sure to leave a like and especially a comment down below telling me how great this video has been, and on top of that, I want you to let me know so I can continue doing this style of video. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go into a really quick shadow. It's going to take 3 minutes. Everything we've learned, you're going to now hear me say it. You're going to hear me say it, and you're going to get to practice in real time with no pauses, no stopping and me explaining things. We're just going to go straight through this first page so you have a chance to shadow me, okay? Excellent. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just read this scruffy piece of paper now that I've messed up, but you're going to have on the screen here, you're going to have the text to read along to. So here we go. And if you want to have access to all of the sheets, you know, the PDFs, the worksheets, you can sign up very soon. You will have access to my Nativlo premium membership right here on YouTube. So stay tuned for that. Let me know with a lovely like again or comment telling me that you want to you want access to this, to the PDFs and stuff, okay? But either way, you're going to see it on the screen now. 3, 2, 1, let's do this. Jimmy Donaldson, better known as Mr. Beast, is one of the most famous YouTubers in the world today. But his journey to success wasn't always easy. It started in a very tentative way, like many other YouTubers, and over time it grew into something amazing. When Jimmy first started his YouTube channel, he was like most people, just making enough, certainly not affluent. Go down and pitch there. Certainly not affluent, and take off the T. Remember, T at the end of the word, you can take it off. Affluent, not affluent. He was far from rich, but his current circumstances motivated him to succeed and dream big. Jimmy was just an excited and tenacious teenager with the dream of growing a successful YouTube channel one day. I'll do it one more time. Jimmy was just an excited and tenacious teenager with the dream of growing a successful YouTube one day. He would just sit in his room contemplating and thinking about, take off the G, contemplating and thinking about what kind of videos he should make. One more time. He would just sit in his room contemplating and thinking about what kind of videos he should make or could make. At the time, in the past, at the time, there were so many YouTubers out there that it was hard to stand out. Having said that, and we'll just continue slightly, Jimmy was tenacious and determined. Jimmy was tenacious and determined. Just to finish the sentence, he never once gave up, no matter how difficult things seemed. We will work on that, continuing on in the next video. Again, let me know if that is interesting for you. Comment below and I will make the part 2 of this video and continue this story, okay? Fantastic. Are you feeling a little bit more fluent now? You're seeing like kind of what goes into sounding fluent in English and specifically British English. How cool is that? Again, if you are excited by this, please leave me a like and a comment, because I did hopefully promise and deliver what I promised to you. It doesn't just stop here though. I have a video here that you can go watch that will continue your speaking practice session or training time. So go watch this. It's the same kind of thing with the other story I did a couple of weeks ago. Fantastic training. Combine that with this one. Go over and watch that now, and you're going to see some amazing results. Continue your training. Don't stop now. All right. See you over there.